Please rise for the procession. Please remain standing. Dr. Christopher V. Roberts, President of Auburn University.
War Eagle. This evening we celebrate Auburn University's Spring 2026 graduates from the Colleges of Education, Forestry, Wildlife and Environment, and Sciences and Mathematics. We begin our ceremony with the presentation of the colors. Gentlemen, please remove your headdress and everyone remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. March on, the colors. Seniors Landry Bullard, Margaret Ann Burnham, Lauren Fuller, Joshua Thomas, and Megan Warhurst, all majoring in music education, will lead us in the singing of our national anthem. Outstanding. Thank you. Retire the colors. Please be seated. Commencement is the most distinguished and important ceremony that we host at Auburn University. And before we begin our program, I'd like to introduce some members of our platform party. As I call your name, please stand. Ms. Caroline Adderholt, representing the Auburn University Board of Trustees. Dr. Vinnie Nathan, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Mark Peters, a 1986 graduate in geology from the College of Sciences and Mathematics, President and Chief Executive Officer of MITRE, a global not-for-profit technology company, and today's commencement speaker. Mr. Corey Edwards, Assistant Vice President for Student Affairs, and Mr. Fred Blatchford, Vice President of the Auburn Alumni Association. Dr. Steve Taylor, Senior Vice President for Research and Economic Development, and Ms. Margaret Arnold, Vice President for Philanthropy. Mr. John Wagner, Secretary to the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Jeffrey Fairbrother, Dean of the College of Education and the Wayne Smith Distinguished Professor. Dr. Janaki Alavalapati, Emmett Thompson, Dean of the College of Forestry, Wildlife and Environment, and Dr. Edward Thomas, Dean of the College of Sciences and Mathematics. Dr. Asha Bibi, Interim Dean of the Graduate School, and Dr. Shali Zhang, Dean of the Auburn University Libraries. Dr. Adam Maggard, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and the Harry Murphy Professor in the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Environment, and Dr. Rodney Greer, Assistant Dean for Research in the College of Education. Dr. Elizabeth Schwartz, Assistant Dean for Biomedical Sciences and Professor of Biological Sciences in the College of Sciences and Mathematics. And Dr. Matthew Miller, Director in the School of Kinesiology in the College of Education. Dr. Margaret Flores, Department Head of the Department of Special Education, Rehabilitation, and Counseling in the College of Education. And Dr. Douglas Goodwin, Chair, and Ruth Mollett, Professor in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry in the College of Sciences and Mathematics. Dr. Timothy Hawthorne, Chair and Professor in the Department of Geosciences and the College of Sciences and Mathematics, and Mr. James Knowles, Professor of Practice of Environmental Law in the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Environment. Dr. Mark Smith, Kelly Mosley Environmental Professor in the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Environment, and Dr. Lori Eckhart, Professor in the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Environment, and the past Chair of the University's Senate. Captain Frederick Tall, Assistant Professor of Military Sciences, Army, ROTC. Captain John Krashunas, Commanding Officer, Naval, ROTC, and Lieutenant Colonel Jacques Mayer, Operations Officer, Air Force, ROTC. Dr. Katie Hortzman, Associate Professor in the Department of Pathobiology in the College of Veterinary Medicine and today's Mace Bearer. And Dr. Jefferson Jones, Associate Professor in the School of Accountancy in the Harbert College of Business and our graduation marshal. And Mr. Rick Smith, Senior Lecturer in the School of Communication and Journalism in the College of Liberal Arts and today's announcer. And Mr. Stephen Geis, Interpreter for the Deaf in the Office of Accessibility. Our faculty and administrators are at the very heart of this university, and together they've worked tirelessly to prepare our graduates for this moment. Let's have a round of applause for these university leaders. Now, for the reason we're here, would our candidates for graduation please stand and be recognized? That's all of you. Now, I'm certain no one reaches a moment like this alone. And graduates, you're fortunate to have the loveliest village around you. The family members, mentors, teachers, and friends who encouraged you, supported you, and helped you reach this milestone are very much a part of this accomplishment. So I ask that you please turn and offer a big Auburn thank you to those who are here with you today or joining by live stream who helped make this moment possible. Let's thank your family and friends. Please be seated. Since Auburn's founding in 1856, more than 340,000 students have earned degrees from this institution. This weekend, we welcome a record 5,538 more graduates to that proud family. The number itself is not what's important, though. What matters is the difference you will make in the lives of others as Auburn graduates. Auburn alumni serve communities, lead organizations, and expand knowledge, and work every day to make the world better. Today, you join that enduring tradition. As you leave Auburn, you leave with more than a diploma. You carry the responsibility to use your knowledge and your character and your compassion to make a difference. The education you received here has prepared you not only for a career, but for a life of purpose. And in many ways, the path ahead of you will be defined by your curiosity. The curiosity to ask questions, to explore ideas, and to use your knowledge not only to understand the world, but to help improve it. Our commencement speaker has built a career shaped by curiosity, leadership, and a lifelong drive to ask hard questions. Dr. Mark Peters is a proud Auburn alumnus, whose work reflects the power of an education put to meaningful use. A 1986 graduate in geology, his time on the plains helped launch a career that would eventually establish him as a national leader in science, energy, and national security. Today, Dr. Peters serves as President and Chief Executive Officer of MITRE, a global technology company that operates 6 federally funded research and development centers. In this role, he leads nearly 7,000 scientists, engineers, and experts advancing solutions in areas such as artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, aerospace, health, and national defense. Earlier in his career, he served as the director of the Idaho National Laboratory and held senior leadership roles at Battelle Memorial Institute and Argonne National Laboratory, helping advance nuclear energy, strengthen national security, and expand scientific discovery. For his leadership and the contributions to science and technology, Dr. Peters was elected to the National Academy of Engineering and received the Henry DeWolf Smith Nuclear Statesman Award. Though his career has taken him far beyond Auburn, Dr. Peters remains grounded in the values that shaped him here. The Auburn Creed reminds us that education gives us knowledge, but also the curiosity to explore and the responsibility to use what we learn well. He's a distinguished scientist, a national leader, and most importantly, a proud member of the Auburn family. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Mark Peters to deliver your commencement address. Dr. Peters.
Thanks, President Roberts. War Eagle. A little louder, maybe. War Eagle. I like that better. All right, great to be with you. President Roberts, members of the administration, Auburn's Board of Trustees, the graduates, and their guests, it's with great pride and gratitude that I join you today. As a parent of 3 college graduates, I certainly understand the significance of this moment. And I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to all of you graduates and all who supported you. What you've accomplished here at Auburn doesn't happen on your own. It's built on the people who stood alongside you every step of the way and served as leaders and inspiration in your lives. With that in mind, I want to thank President Roberts again for the kind introduction, and I am certainly proud of the work I have done to protect our great country. But more than feeling pride in the leadership positions I've held and hold today, I'm here to tell you that I am humbled. Because leadership is so much more than a title and a responsibility. It's an important concept, yet in my opinion, it is sometimes boxed in. If I asked you to name the leaders on this campus, many would say the university administration, professors, maybe the president of your fraternity, sorority, or club. But today I want to expand your viewpoint of leadership. I will tell you that every single graduate here today is a leader. And your experience here at Auburn has prepared you to be a leader outside of this campus. Because being a great leader is more than a title. It's about being bold and decisive, and importantly, always leading with care and empathy. So rather than talk about my journey, which you can all go online if you care to look at, I'd like to share how my own leadership journey started here at Auburn 40 years ago, a little over 40 years ago. And perhaps more importantly, give you an opportunity to reflect on how your leadership journey has also started here at Auburn. Whether my reflections qualify as wisdom, I'll leave that to you to determine. But I do want to spend some time and try to give you some of what I've learned since I left the campus. There are so many things that, as you all well know, that make Auburn more than a place. It's the people, the buildings, the traditions, Jordan Hare on a Saturday, celebrating a win at Toomer's Corner, the Tiger Walk, the jungle, a late stop at Mama G's. But what makes this campus and Auburn University truly special is something less tangible and far more enduring. It's the way that people show up for one another and commit to something bigger than yourself. That's the Auburn family. As I reflected on this, I thought back to what brought me to be a part of the Auburn family. Growing up in Lexington, Kentucky, always knowing I wanted to go to an SEC school. And yes, full disclosure, I was a Kentucky basketball fan. But by early spring of 1982, I was set to attend the University of Kentucky. I was all set. Then I got an acceptance letter from Auburn University. That spring, 3 of my friends and I traveled to check out Auburn. We visited on an amazing spring day, much like today. You know exactly the kind of day. I accepted right away and started my time as a member of the Auburn family. My time as a student at Auburn was amazing. I became an adult here. I made lifelong friends and got a great education. I felt at home right away as I pledged Sigma Pi fraternity, where I learned many leadership lessons. I made the choice to major in geology. I had an inspiring professor for my first geology course. His encouragement and enthusiasm got me even more excited about being a geologist. Then came the geology field trips. Days in the field and nights around the campfire. I did my summer field course mapping in Chihuahua, amazing geology, by the way, right in our own backyard. Hiking and climbing and wading creeks to find rock outcrops. I remember one day in particular, we walked up to a creek and waded in up to our chests, looked back over to the shore as one of the graduate students shouted, "Just ignore the water moccasins because the rocks are worth it." We froze, but the problem was he wasn't kidding, actually. This was a decision point involving trust and risk. Trust the grad student, risk the potential of a water moccasin for a yet unknown reward. Needless to say, we trudged on, and it was totally worth it. What an opportunity to build character as a student here at Auburn. And then there's Auburn athletics. Are there any Auburn fans in the room here? So I know you all have had special times with Auburn athletics. I'm going to date myself here and give you a little bit of history of Auburn athletics from my perspective. So I got a great education at Auburn, no doubt. But I also got to see Charles Barkley and Chuck Person play basketball. Frank Thomas played baseball. And yes, Bo Jackson played baseball too, and I think he spent a little bit of time on the football field. And he won a Heisman in 1985, as I'm sure this crowd knows. Some great football teams during those years. And by the way, I still say we won the national championship in the 83-84 season. We beat Michigan in the Sugar Bowl, and then darn it if Miami didn't jump us in the final poll. But we won. It was a great football team. We lived and died with each loss, win and loss. And looking back, it was also this community building that went with all things Auburn athletics that I know you all have experienced as well. That continues our whole lives. So when I graduated, I had the opportunity to pursue my PhD at the University of Chicago. And if I'm being honest, I would have loved to stay right here for another senior year. My guess is some of you are probably feeling that same emotion. I didn't know what to expect in graduate school, and I didn't know a single soul in Chicago, and you can imagine Auburn to Chicago, pretty big difference. But it was time to take a risk. I can tell you from experience that while I was reluctant to leave this campus, know this university has prepared you to do great things. So I think back to my time here at Auburn that shaped how I think about responsibility, leadership, community, and showing up for others. All those times here at Auburn, and so many more since then, have taught me something very, very important. While the world has changed dramatically, something essential has stayed the same. The work of becoming a good person and leader hasn't changed at all. Over time, you learn that leadership is not about being impressive. It's about helping others realize their own capabilities and the contributions they can make in the world. It's about showing up when it's inconvenient. It's about making hard decisions. It's about taking responsibility. I'm confident that many joining us today know this lesson well. They learn it through failure as much as through success. And if they're honest, they'll tell you the moments that mattered the most weren't the promotions or the awards. They were the moments when someone depended on them and they didn't walk away. They took risks and did the right thing even when no one else was looking. My time at Auburn didn't just prepare me for a career, it shaped who I became. And over time, I came to understand just how much that mattered. To the graduates, you're inheriting a world that's complicated, loud, and often divided. You're being told a lot of conflicting things about what it means to be a good person, an important person, a leader. Things like stand out, be perfect, be unshakable, have all the answers. Let me save you some time. No one has all the answers. So let me offer you a better definition. and one I wish I would have understood a lot sooner. The best leaders know the importance of being selfless and the value of being a good person. A good person is curious. A good person listens. A good person is willing to say, I don't know yet. A good person chooses integrity when no one is watching. A good person understands that strength without humility eventually turns into trouble. A good person focuses on positive impact and empowers and recognizes the people who make it happen. I have been fortunate in my career to lead large, complex R&D organizations like Idaho National Laboratory and MITRE, solving really hard problems in service to our nation. It's not always easy. These experiences have reinforced something that I wish I had understood much earlier. Leadership is not a solo act. Be bold and decisive, but always lead with care and empathy. And that brings me back to my opening remarks. You are all leaders, whether you realize it or not. Look around this room. Some of you may take your Auburn education and lead projects or start your own business. Some may lead a classroom of kindergartners, and who knows, we may even have a senator or a governor among us today. And today you're together experiencing something increasingly rare, a community of shared values and mutual responsibility. That matters. Because character is not formed in isolation, it's formed in community, in fellowship, and accountability. The Auburn family understands that. So here's my challenge to you. Whatever type of leader you are, be a leader others can trust with responsibility, in uncertainty, and especially in disagreement. Be leaders others can trust with the future. Care deeply about excellence, but care more deeply about people. Aim high, but bring others with you. Lead boldly, but remember who you serve. If you do that, then 40 years from now, you'll be able to look back with pride both on what you accomplished and the person you are. And what will matter then won't be how far you went, it will be the difference you made. Congratulations to Auburn University for shaping generations willing to learn, to lead, and when necessary, to do things the hard way. Most importantly, congratulations to all of you on what you've accomplished and what you're yet to accomplish as new leaders who proudly say they're graduates of Auburn University. Thank you, and War Eagle.
Dr. Peters, that was an outstanding commencement address. Thank you so much. Now it's my pleasure to invite our Provost, Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Vinnie Nathan, to introduce our graduating students with academic honors. Provost Nathan.
Thank you, President Roberts. Good evening, and War Eagle. Thank you. First, I would like to recognize those students who are graduating with honors based on their cumulative grade point averages. Students with a GPA between 3.4 and 3.59 graduate cum laude, and I ask our cum laude degree candidates to please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Students with a grade point average of 3.6 to 3.79 graduate magna cum laude, and I ask our magna cum laude degree candidates to please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Students with a grade point average of 3.8 and above graduate summa cum laude, and I ask our summa cum laude degree candidates to please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Would all those who have earned a distinction within the Honors College please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Auburn is home to several esteemed honor societies that recognize exceptional academic achievement, including Phi Beta Kappa, our nation's most prestigious academic honor society for graduates in the arts and sciences, and Phi Kappa Phi, our nation's oldest and most selective collegiate honor society for all academic disciplines. Would graduates who are members of Phi Beta Kappa and or Phi Kappa Phi please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Finally, I would like to recognize our military service members. Would all active duty and veteran service members in the audience, as well as our graduates who are being commissioned into our military services this weekend, please stand. Thank you for your service to our country. Please be seated. We now come to the conferral of our degrees. I will invite our deans to come forward to present their student marshals and the candidates who have been approved by the faculty and who have been recommended for the appropriate bachelor's degrees. We begin with Dr. Jeffrey Fairbrother, Dean of the College of Education.
Would Eloise Sarah Ubelacher please stand? On behalf of the College of Education, it is my pleasure to introduce our student marshal, Ella Ubelacher, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Originally from Sandy Springs, Georgia, Ella grew up thinking of Auburn as a family school, with several members of her family proudly attending before her. Inspired by their experiences, she arrived eager to find her own place within the Auburn family. During her time here, Ella embraced opportunities to serve and lead across campus. She worked as a group fitness instructor at the Recreation and Wellness Center, worked with students in the Eagles program as a Wings peer mentor and fitness instructor, and served as a research assistant in the Brain and Behavior Lab within the School of Kinesiology. She was also active in the Auburn Catholic Student Organization and Rho Lambda Honor Society. Following graduation, Ella will attend Samford University to begin physical therapy school with plans to pursue a Doctor of Physical Therapy and eventually work as a pediatric physical therapist. Please join me in congratulating Ella. Now, would all bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Education please rise? Trustee Adderholt, President Roberts, and Provost Nathan, on behalf of the faculty in the College of Education, it is my pleasure to present these students for the conferral of the bachelor's degree.
Please be seated. Thank you. Dr. Janaki Alavalapati, Dean of the College of Forestry, Wildlife and Environment.
War Eagle. Would Shelby Davis please stand? On behalf of the College of Forestry, Wildlife and Environment, it is my pleasure to introduce our student marshal, Shelby Davis, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Wildlife Ecology and Management and a minor in Spanish. Originally from Phoenix City, Alabama, Shelby grew up with a deep appreciation for the natural world and knew early on that she wanted to pursue a career working with wildlife. Auburn's nationally recognized wildlife program made the university a natural choice. During her time at Auburn, Shelby became deeply involved in research, leadership, and service. She led a mark recapture research project studying snake populations, served as president of Auburn's chapter of the Wildlife Society, and worked as a student ambassador for the college, helping future students find their path in conservation. Following graduation, Shelby will attend Texas Tech University to pursue a Master of Science in Wildlife, Aquatic, and Wildlands Science and Management. Please join me in congratulating Shelby. Now, would all bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Forestry, Wildlife and Environment please rise? Trustee Adderall, President Roberts, and Provost Nathan, on behalf of the faculty in the College of Forestry, Wildlife and Environment, it is my pleasure to present these students for conferral of the bachelor's degree.
Please be seated. Thank you. Dr. Edward Thomas, Dean of the College of Sciences and Mathematics.
Would Camille Elizabeth Griffith please stand? On behalf of the College of Sciences and Mathematics, it is my pleasure to introduce our student marshal, Cami Griffith, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences. Originally from Birmingham, Alabama, Cami grew up surrounded by the Auburn spirit and chose the university knowing it would provide both academic challenge and a strong sense of community. During her time here, she distinguished herself as a leader, serving as head Pi Chi for the Panhellenic recruitment, an orientation counselor, and a COSAM peer advisor, while also participating in numerous honor and leadership organizations. Beyond campus, Cami devoted much of her time to service, working closely with Grace Auburn Church, tutoring local students through Esperanza House, and participating in organizations such as the Auburn Reformed University Fellowship and the Big House Foundation, which supports foster and adoptive families. After graduation, Cami plans to attend medical school and pursue a career as a primary care physician in Alabama, where she hopes to improve access to care in community-focused settings while remaining connected to academic medicine through research and teaching. Please join me in congratulating Cami Griffith. Now, would all bachelor degree candidates from the College of Sciences and Mathematics please rise? Trustee Adderholt, President Roberts, and Provost Nathan, on behalf of the faculty in the College of Sciences and Mathematics, it is my pleasure to present these students for the conferral of the bachelor's degree.
Thank you. Would all candidates for bachelor's degrees please stand? By virtue of the authority vested in me as a member of the Board of Trustees of Auburn University, I do now confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. Please be seated.
Graduates, you will now come forward to be introduced as Mr. Smith calls your name to receive your copy of the Auburn Creed.
The College of Education, Dean Jeffrey Fairbrother. Eloise Sarah Ubelacker. Jennifer Brooke Bradley. Luke William Gregson. Raven Jolie Ryland. Abigail Ledbetter. Kristen Germain Lomack. B. Kersey. Jessie Alexandra Adams. Caitlin Sophie Charpentier. Bella Alyssa Holcomb. Anna Grace Hornbeck. Skylar Pratt. Emery Rayleigh Lawler. Reagan Bearden. Taylor Allen Wiggins. Reagan Leanne Swartzer. Ashley Koralski. Kaylee King. Rachel Shashikoff. Bella Grace Kennedy. Mary Lansley Schick. Peyton Lauren McManus. Gabrielle May Taylor. Delaney Sean Hart. Mary Benton Hooper. Caitlin Olivia Pope. Sarah Elizabeth Cushman. Mallory Elizabeth Woodall. Mackenzie Edwards. Sarah Christina Tomko. Lily Alaire Cameron. Mary Grace E. Crossit. Grace Ryan Hendrickson. Cole Lewis Queenie. Parker Stone Wallace. Ansley Marie Vorwall. Madison Waldrop. Audrey Dunn. Annalie Crosswhite. Kathleen Wright Rogers. Cameron Smeralia. Ella Claire Coombs. Mackenzie Wadsworth. Georgia Lorraine Duncan. Ella Grace Pass. Kenna Ashton Burdett. Parker James Raymond Snyder. Daniel Coleman Sharf. James Whit Sutherland. Aiden Steyer. Trenton Mitchell Mace. Matthew Cameron Blocker. David Cole Weiss. Luke Whitaker Duro. Ryan Tanner Johnson. Brooks Everett McKnight. Dylan Campbell. Lena Rose Miller. Caitlin Ann Moran. Kennedy Taylor Warren. Abigail Jolie Wilson. Emma Grace Bond. Ethan Ross Knox. Mary Payton. Katie Jett. Mia Nicole Colangelo. Gloria Madison Adams. Taylor Jones. Tyler Clue, Baylor Manning Martin, Eva Grace Howard, Weston James Vaughn, Trent McNeely, James Robert Hurt III, Jackson Steele, Abigail Grace Coopwood, Patrick Reagan, Jonah David Abercrombie, Caroline Grace Kelly, Lily Rebecca Brown, Gracie Lee Click, Allison Ray Scott, Morgan Lane Williams, Samuel Bailey Gilrath, Faith Barker, Savannah Roper, Avery Marie Banks, Mary Reese Johnson, Hattie Mariato, Hannah McCall Beasley, Marley Beth Phillips, Evelyn Smith, Hannah Grace Blackstock, Sarah Nicole Crawford, Kennedy Morris, Elena Francesca Lewis, Braxton Lane Vinson, Abigail Faulkner, Elizabeth Assenfeld, Corey Antonio Murphy, Jackson Campbell Finch, Mary Bradford Walton, Olivia Ann Hannon, Haley Hoffman, Morgan Elias Voda, Bailey Elaine Freeland, Rosemary Sophia Marino, Caitlin Evans, Anna Takahashi, Natalie Morgan Ford, Ashley Charlotte Rogers, Janie Isabella Best, Savannah Sato, Samantha Nicole Gump, Carolyn Bean, Audrey Marsh, Amanda Darlene King, Emily Marie Teason, Carly Ann Neighbors, Grace Marina Rashat, Lily Rose Williams, Marley Grace Carmichael, Emma Lorraine Faribault, Rayleigh Elizabeth Barnes, Sarah Elizabeth Allman, Camden Grace Oliver, Paige Alexis Hall, Samantha Cash, Macy Jane Mathis, Emma Hopkins, Neely Joy Stewart, Lily Caroline Rowell, Adeline Barnes, Emma Jo Tice, Kendall Lee Thomas, Ashley Margaret Rohan, Elizabeth Jane Levison, Caitlin Elizabeth Few, Reeve Lindbergh Metcalf, Elizabeth Ann Lusk, Ava Amor, Anna Matei Avram, Savannah Grace Weaver, Avery Reed Gray, Gracie Bethea Johnson, Brooklyn Chanel, Rachel Louise Gorley, Campbell Grace Torgeson, Lillian Church Langley, Julia Ann White, Grace Camille Allen, Hannah Elizabeth Law, Mary Claire Van Eschenbach, Catherine Page Dazio, Sarah Elaine Jordan, Hadley Elizabeth Guerin Verga, Addison Reese Zapp, Olivia Mitchell Furman, Abigail Madden Lee, Lauren Alexandra Shore, Caroline Peterson, Carolyn McAllister, Anna Maria Creel, Allie Grace Betso, Kylie Marie Engelmeyer, Emma Grace Pope, Ava Barrett McCracken, Lucy Michelle Spiegel, Brianna Smith, Michael Riley Landers, Emily Blair Price, Abigail Faith Camp, Kara McClure, Caitlin Pryor, Abigail Elizabeth Sholton, Madison Ann Bukta, Lori Chapman, Kirsten Grace Walls, Madeline Elizabeth Quirk, Katie Elizabeth Sanders, Abigail Hope Harrow, Emma Bella Sanders, Mae Nolan Holmes, Olivia Ann Walters, Lainey Elise Rowe, Lillian Kimbrough Morrell, Elizabeth Kell, Catherine Brooks King, Alexandra Kate Yearout, Julia Abeli, Marion Grace Perry, Niccolo Molino, Caden Robert Herod, Alyssa Page Morgan, Olivia LaRue Armstrong, Jaden Blake Seeley, Vivian Marie Gray, John Clay Reynolds, Jacob Matthew Fondren, Andy Kathleen Rickman, Mary Ellen Hart, Catherine Kelly Calhoun, Carly Elise Obert, Isabella Grace Kadeski, Ryan Schwab. Issei Mejia Velasquez. Jack Taylor. Joe Perazzo. Ella Reese Jordan. Juliet Emmeline Stewart. Kate Wadsworth. Mary Elizabeth Rutland. Anthony DiFilippo. Corbett Grundhofer. Colin Douglas Sauls. Hannah Kaylin Hagel. Alyssa Quinones Mixon. Megan Haig. Thaddeus Brock Carlisle. Sadie Catherine Latham. Harry Claire Hall. Lauren Grace Campbell. Julia Ruth Johns. Julia Wright. Erin Nicole Lockhart. Peyton Rice. Kirsten Dawn Engstrom. Megan Elizabeth Warhurst. Bill Zimmerman. Sydney Hundle. Lucas W. Thomas. Caitlin Mary Russell. Manaya Cortland Womack. Itzel Garcia. Grace Olivia Ivy. Haley Michelle French. Jordan Purnell Jenkins. Caleb Golden. Kason Cook. John Derek Delane Thomas. Walker Lee Castello Hinton. Alana Sadia Lenise Cox. Ainsley Elizabeth Jones. Emma Caroline Brown. Jason Graham Ellis. Bowden Lancaster. Brandon Batterton. Nathan Jones. Carol Lynn Black. Mikhail Zugzaga. Taman O. Ishan Dormesh Patel. Jacob Cole Hill. LeBron Armand Bessick. Aaron Glenn Davis II. Lorenzo Allen Cole. Danny Hume. Margaret Baker Lynch. Morgan Elizabeth Robinson. Carrie Miller Gibson. J.C. Shea Bell. Catherine Danielle Manley. Natalie Catherine Harrell. Lonnie McCaw. Brooks McClick. Sawyer Nye. Brantley McDuffie. Miles Hart. Bryson Cruz. Benjamin Nader. Reagan Lohman. Brecken Arneson. Molly Grill. Brooklyn Grace Brothers. Jamari Johnson. The College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Environment, Dean Janaki Alavatapalli. Shelby Faith Davis. Reagan Margaret Heitschmidt. Colton Tracy Jenkins. Jackson Walker Andrews. Nathan Mattern. Robert Hayes Adderholt. Elizabeth M. Burns. Courtney Caroline Ortel. Julia Kendall Anderson. Madison Dillard. John William Edwards. Mitchell Robert Phillips. Benjamin Blake Harrell. Benjamin Brady Estes. Ryan C. Tyson. Chase Dittis. Kaylani F. Lafitaga. Kara Jo Downey. Asher Isaiah Shaka. William Tyler. Nicholas C. Martinez. James Arthur Hodges. Noah Parrott. William Rymel Freeman. Mary Michelle Conway. Kate Elizabeth Baker. Luke Christopher Andrews. Brady Brassington. Thomas Tristan Lewis. John Hayden Hill. Rush Boyette. Grady Wade Mercier. Joseph Wayne England. Luke Clayton Barnett. Reese Colin Kirkpatrick. Andrew Howard. Jeffrey Cole Stewart. Joseph York. William Kyle Allison III. Austin Jordan. William Tyne Latimer. Jackson Lee Pate. Kathleen Marie Long. Madeline Huffman. Shelby Elizabeth Shavers. Matthew Johnson. Judd Robert Oston. John Henry Beckham, Jacob Patrick Marquis, Colton Blake Bostwick, William Luke Troutman, Landrum Brown, John Miller David, Evan William Farray, Sidney Charles Warren, Mary Elizabeth Heinley, Thomas Justice Lynch, Jack Irby Joyner IV, Reese Desmond, Rachel Lynn Watson, Catherine Burke Hendricks, Elizabeth Newell Eastman, Cassidy Williamson, Sarah Watson Bocard, Laura Catherine Timms, Forrest Abraham Bledsoe, Maxwell Burkhart Heath, Peyton Reeves, William Scott Wood, Wyatt Heath Horde, Ty Welch, Charles Liston Cochran, William James Harris, Maxwell Fitzgerald McGuinn, James Godfrey, the College of Sciences and Mathematics, Dean Edward Thomas Jr., Camille Elizabeth Griffith, Hallie Kate Porterfield, Anna Marie May Hale, Julia Lucina Christensen, Wyatt James Hardy, Jayla Ha, Dalton Chappell, Alexander Towery, David Haskins, Kayla Altenbaugh, Margaret Harlan Hurt, Jonathan Taylor Wilson, Joshua Lynn Blumen, Juliana Shirley, Emily Grace Berlin, Haley Bryn Mackey, Avery Alson Music, Bailey Grace Taylor, Taylor Cecilia Barrett, Anna Marie Taylor, Karen May Tisdale, Ashley Grace Hortel, Mit Patel, Ken Den Chung, Elijah Richard Tarr, Jenny D. No, Esther Kim, Erin Lynn Olander, Nicholas Allen Roth, Gavin Robert Anthony Kerr, Isabella Grace Domain, Grayson Bliss Follis, Sydney Elizabeth Sumner, Tatum Riley Osmond, Olivia Wynn, Mary Ella Shirley, Faith Elizabeth Wicks, Anna Grace Langenbeck, Anya Ray Jones, Harley Grace Howard, Peyton Olivia Hass, Lainey Madeline Hill, Christopher Aaron Dye, Taylor Odell, Chipper Johnson, Bactusen, Kristen Watson, Victoria Cover, Trevor Hayes, Abdul Malik Sadek Al-Rafai, Anna Elizabeth McClellan, Marin Weathers, Horace Preston Luby, Brantley Elizabeth Newsom, Danica An Tran Mai, Elaine Lynn, Kathy Lee, Kaylin McKenzie Bass, Margaret Elaine Wildman, Hallie Casal, Joseph Hull, Sophia Sikora, Allison Mae Keller, Jasmine Truklin No, Anna Elizabeth Crawford, Lane Marandamani, Courtney Bedford, Sarah Elizabeth Morachek, Ryan Turner, Ian Coachman, Joanna Faye Bennett, Megan Elizabeth Stacy, Parkland Grace Gardner, Vera Elizabeth Smith-T, Lola Shields, Shelby Ann Kroll, Eleanor Haven Smith, Isabella Grace Kinnamore, Auburn Bailey Wilcoxon, Ethan McGinnis, Sarah Stout, Carly Heary, Claire Conley, Mason McCall Pierce, Zachary Andrew Hobbs, Alexander Raleigh Hammond, Caroline Faith Reeves, Gabrielle Isabella Smith, Cassie Marie Lewis, Tyrese Jamal Caldwell, Abigail Marie Kiklak, Claire Lewis, Lillian Jane Cusick, Savannah Lily Britt, Louisa May Yanru Forbes, Alexander Jason Shamban, Aiden Moss, Emma Elizabeth Kane, Lauren Ashley Campbell, Catherine Carolyn Cowden, Mariana Flores, Avery Jordan Stewart, Rose Gabrick, Laurel Petrick, Taylor Elizabeth Maxim, Sophia Marie Musela, Carly Reese Height, Landry Elaine Muttley, Caroline Rose Wiley, Sarah M. Klinger, Connor Brooks Haynes, Caitlin Mackenzie Greco, Zoe Marie Zelenak, Tyler Rhett Allen, Sydney Spindler, Naomi Kirshen, Kylie Marina Pojuven, Olivia Florence Norwood, Hannah Montgomery, Jessica Criswell, Emma Sloan Hines, Alyssa Lynn Carlotta, Kana Thomas, Mia Elizabeth Neeson, Emma Madison Gale, Alexandria Sadler, Katie Jean Monroe, Victoria Rogers, Miranda Rose Mabry, Jalen Christian Boynton, Madison Nicole Castillo, Jackson Drew Worth, Jackson Robert Wells, Joshua Michael Lynn, Clyde Xenophon Copeland IV, Camden Payne Cantrell, Callum Newberry, Caitlin Marie Eckstein, Hazel H. Song, Ava Murray, Emily Katrina Manning, Lindsay Grace Wyden, Skylar Suzanne Gladson, Nan Pei Mun, Jade Wilson, Jenna Marie Godet, Acacia Grace Sweatman, James Lee Conway, Shauna Elizabeth Gerard, Ryan Luke Jenkins, Kenley Lacey Myers, Rose Elizabeth Shaw, Zamaria S. Frederick, Jada Tariel Trimble, Brody Aaron Church, Julian Edward Gilstrap, Gaston Ross Grant, Harrison Gray Charles, Caleb Robert Swiger, Adam Michael Mangum, Connor Vandenberg, Allison Estelle Milvine, Emma Madeline Narlinger, Madison Ann Hughes, Hannah Elizabeth Deloitte, Caroline G. Audette, Emerson Jorgensen, Catherine McCamey, Abigail House, Bailey Elizabeth Anderson, Ethan Bennett Haywood, Wei Wei Kuo, Morgan Scaife, Dalton Lee Knopf, John Hampton Dement, Rex Green, Blake Bailey, James Andrew Butler, William Tucker White, Luke Martin Paul, William Crawford Jones, Hannah Brooke Jennings, Taylor Nicole Fontesha, Lydia Catherine Gilliam, Lily Rose Newton, Aditya Nish Patel, John Parker Johnson, Kay Shariko, Parker Allen Insminger, Jackson Ellis Day, Catherine Margaret Day, Madeline Grace Holmes, Adeline Murphy Fisher, Torianne Schultz, Marion Stars, Grant James Cook, Sophie Mae Talbert, Zoe Deborah Toops, Elizabeth McCannon Campbell-Wirt, Elena Harvey, Amy Elizabeth Hudson, Allison Wampler, Elizabeth Mateo Matunga, Sarah Brockway, Andrea Thompson, Kimberly Gale O'Rourke, Tyler W. Wojciechowski, Christopher John Consoli, Ian Scott DePaul, Brody Miller Tomlinson, Elijah Samuel Moore, Noah Allen Such, Tyler Matthew Polino, Andrew Sungbin Wang, Brandon Nicholas Swain, Nathan Robert Newman, Alexander Lang. Carlos Gabriel Nazarino. Samuel James Farris. Kyle Cornel Bryant. Cassidy Jean Karanka. Joshua Warren Dorchendorf. Cameron Elizabeth Metka. Grayson Lane Smith. Trenton Carmichael. Cassidy Conchetta Brown. Amaya Nidhi Gudakanda. Eleanor Ann Runyon. Logan Duffner. Dylan James Spivey. Carolyn Ann Erickson. Anna Grace Wilson. Mary Elizabeth Hadley. Braden Elizabeth Heath. Riley Elizabeth Shambra. Cece Zhang. Lauren Elise Mournier. Mary Elizabeth Anderson. Rachel Shea Robertson. Mallory Grace Bullock. Jonathan Daniel Hayes Wilkinson. Hurston Wyatt Rayleigh. Tyler Buck. Madeline May LaBeouf. Rosa Sandra Cachavos. Zeb Lohman. Kyle Darnell Fales Jr. Thomas Bradley Siped. Zachary Melton. Cooper Harrison Law. Ethan John Bruton. Ethan Alexander Glass. Annika Rachel West. Anna Claire Grider. Kelly Catherine Bush. Riley O'Brien. Catherine Nicole Lucas. Gabrielle Marie Boucher. Lauren Nyla Cross. Jackson Thomas Carlisle. Lauren Marie LaCour. Aspen Danielle Young. Avery Ann Robish. Miranda Correa. Jenny Bowie. Lillian Margaret Roussel. Sydney Gale Lasker. Olivia Zengel. Riley Griffith. Anna Caroline Davis. Olivia Page Lott. Matthew Call Keir. Elizabeth Marie Donahue. Ruby Alexandra Phipps. Christian James Solman. Jacob Lawrence Hamilton. Riley Buren Connor, Sarah Catherine Helms, Carter Timothy Strimmel, Lily Catherine Smith, Mandy Lauren Gorman, Martin McManus, John Allen McLeod Parker, Nathaniel Judd, Matthew Robert Fisher, Aiden Norbert George Kepley, Zachary Andrew Clark, Emma Claire Foster, Haley Ann Foster, Abigail Frances Atchison, Mary Catherine Kopic, Claire Bennett Meganson, Catherine Collins, Brentley Barnett, Emma Logsden, Savannah DePriest, Reese Marquis, Shayla Jade Graba, Ainsley Helen Wiederhor, Morgan Shea McKinney, Hayden Elizabeth O'Neill, Mary Virginia Meadows, Mary Noel Rose Goldman, Alexander Slavich, Miles Williams, Nathaniel Ryan Pike, William Matthew McCurley, Gavin Matthew Kramer, Tyler J. Spires, Maynard Marlowe, Audrey Bell Marshall, Alexa Nicole Johnson, Lindsay Cornelius, Caroline Elizabeth Fredenberg, Caroline Ray Buchanan, Hayden Thomas Carnes, Samantha Jill Abercrombie, Jackson Evans Mosley, Reed Eric Malubai, Anna Landry Duffy, Caden Klein, Madeline Rose Boutreau, Avery Elizabeth Paul, Emmy Rose Moran, John Daniel Rose, Harrison Shoemaker, Samuel Grayson Rose, Logan Rhodes Bear, Jacqueline Nicole Dove, Emma Reed Tapley, Thomas Sadler Tate, Daniel Allen Kelly, Charlotte Abigail Brown, Joseph Levi Bond, David Robert Charles Goymer, Gabrielle Bladen, Dylan Joshua Gravett, Ann Winston Morano, Mary Margaret Rankin, Emily Louise Allen, Nyla Duffy, Cecilia Rose Kitchens, Mary Caroline Gray, Kate Sullivan Shannon, Cole Matthew Payne, Luke Andrew Lafferty, Catherine Elaine Alford, Kenneth Watson, Kenneth J. Booker, Kylie Catherine McGuire, Laura Elizabeth Monday, Tyler Michael Reed, Matthew Reardon, Nathan Baxter, Sophia Bellatole, John Ashton Benefield, Slade Guy Wood, Maxine Welsh, Sydney Allison Hamilton, Pierce Allen Meinert, Lucille Milliken Samatero, Anna Catherine Goodson, Madeline Kate Slinker, Charlotte Vanna, Catherine Marie Gilsher, Piper Snyder, Jane Riley Smith, Lillianne Reeves, Robert Eli Kelly, Evan Bradley Seagrass, Morgan Larissa Worley, Reed Leighton Hilton, Samuel Michael Lenz, Amani C. Poole, Benjamin Graham Schuyler, Brady Guthrie, Nathaniel Hawkins, Anna Camille Gervais, Young Jae Kim, Carlo De Jesus, Tyron Jordan Sullivan, Peter Joseph Aguilars, Caitlin Ray McInerney, Tamara Kate Hennickson, Mary Ashley Wilbur, Gabriella Marie Allen, Miles Jaden Gilliard, Madison Jemiah Gilliard, Kaylee Oliveto, Michael Allen Hudson, Cameron Johnson, Camden Robert Myers,
Let's congratulate all of our graduates one more time. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Fred Blatchford, Vice President of the Auburn Alumni Association, to offer our graduates an official welcome. Now, I realize it's been a long evening, but I want you to help me give him some energy, right? So go Fred, go Fred, go Fred, go Fred, go Fred.
Wow, this is an impressive group, and equally impressive is all of you up here, the family and supporters. So give your hands a round of applause. Thank you, President Roberts, and congratulations, and War Eagle. Oh, hell no. That was before you walked across the stage, War Eagle. You have now walked across the stage. War Eagle. War Eagle. There we go. Now that you have fulfilled the academic requirements to earn your degree from Auburn University, you join an esteemed alumni network bound by the principles of hard work, honesty, truthfulness, and a spirit that is not afraid. During your journey at Auburn, our devoted faculty and staff have sought to prepare you for future challenges by fostering innovative learning, strengthening your resilience, nurturing your personal and professional growth. You are now poised to take on the world. Your hard work thus far is merely a prelude to greater achievements. While your education at Auburn is a springboard for future success, the meaningful connections that you have made here will continue to flourish as life takes you in different directions. Auburn University alumni have used their degrees to serve others, better their communities, and succeed in ways that you may have never imagined on the day you sat here wearing your cap and gown. I have no doubt, seriously, that you will follow in these footsteps. As you go forth, remember, Auburn will always connect you to each other, whether you live in the loveliest village or move across the world. I was in Thailand 2 weeks ago. I got a War Eagle. There are plenty of ways to stay connected to the Auburn family. And before I close, I have one ask. Remember the feeling you have tonight and find ways to stay connected as an alumni. As the Vice President of the Alumni Association, I'm honored to officially welcome you as an Auburn alumni. I am so proud. I am so proud to share this special day with you, and may you always believe in Auburn and love it. And again, congratulations, and
congratulations to all the graduates whose degrees have been conferred this evening. And graduates, I have a word for you. Thank you. Thank you for choosing Auburn. It's been our privilege to serve as your educators, mentors, and members of the Auburn family. As you begin the next chapter of your journey, know that wherever life takes you, Auburn will always be part of your story, and this place will always be your home. So now, you may turn your tassels to the left. We conclude our ceremony with the singing of the Alma Mater, led again by Landon Bullard, Margaret Ann Burnham, Lauren Fuller, Joshua Thomas, and Megan Warhurst. Please stand and remain standing until the platform party has recessed the stage.
Proudly stands our alma true, and pledge to thee our loyalty the ages through. We hail thee, Auburn, and we vow to work for thy just fame, and hold in memory as we do now thy cherished name.
Thank you for joining us this evening. Congratulations to all of the graduates. We ask graduates, please exit the arena 4 in that direction. And guests, you may please make your way to the main exits and join your graduates at the meetup tent in the main parking lot. Have a good evening. War Eagle.